There's no denying that this past year has been the year of the Doechii. She has been one of the hottest, one of the fastest rising female MCs in the game, scooping up a Grammy in her wake and dropping a performance that many are still talking about. But with her climb to the top has also put her under a lot of scrutiny, and she's got a massive target on her back, with people questioning that very same rise. Look, you guys witnessed it on this channel. You watched me become a Doechii believer right before your eyes when I reacted to that NPR Tiny Desk concert. I was amazed with the MCing, with the musicality, the way she carried herself, the artistic expression. She just ticked all the boxes for me. But I've seen a disturbing narrative going round and round different news cycles on social media with people questioning Doechii's rise to the top. Obviously, she's getting the accolades right now. She's getting a Grammy. She's getting shout outs from celebrities, from other top level artists, and it's all well deserved. But with success also comes hate. It also comes with people trying to tear you back down. And this tweet right here, which got 1.4 million views, is an example of exactly what I'm talking about. Nothing about Doechii's rise to fame looks organic, so it's pretty easy to ignore the weird-ish she's doing. And ironically, I've seen a lot of Ice Spice fans going after Doechii because we all know the industry plant allegations that were leveraged at Ice Spice, people saying that she was planted there, that her rise was very faked, it was very manufactured by the industry, and she was very well placed to be successful. But it's not like Doechii's just pulled a Harry Potter and all of a sudden appeared overnight. She's been grinding and putting out her music for years now. She was actually signed to TDE over 3 years ago. And some of that narrative has become so loud that Doechii herself has taken to respond to it. And what better way than winning another well-deserved accolade, Billboard's Woman of the Year. Let's dive into her speech real quick and see what she has to say to the haters.
Hello. Where's the swamp? Do I have any fans in the...
She's a character, man.
I cannot believe that it was just 2 years ago that I stood on this stage right here and I accepted the Billboard's Rising Star Award.
I like that, right? Remind people, 2 years ago, this has been a process. This didn't just happen overnight. There's no surprises here.
I had literally performed so hard that I danced my shoes off and I had to hop up to this mic. And here I am, right back at the mic. And that moment really reflects how I've approached my entire career, which is always go full out, always go hard, and always be fab, okay? Always. So now, as I thank God and my family, I'm standing in a full circle moment as Billboard's Woman of the Year.
Again, think about those words, full circle moment. What's understood underneath of that? I have put in my time. I have put in the grind to get here, to get to this stage. Again, there's veiled layers to it, much in the same way that her lyricism has the layering to it. But I feel like there's some rebuttals right there to the industry plant allegations. Keep it running.
But more important, I stand here as a fierce ally. And that word ally is a key reason why there is a Billboard Women in Music. There was a time, or at the time of the award show's launch in 2007, women working in music business, they were tired of not getting their fair share of seats at the table, not getting the credit that they deserved or their roses that they deserve for their contributions to the industry.
Facts.
Y'all stop cutting up. My point is that this event was created out of a necessity, and that word necessity is important. It hits me because my mixtape, Alligator Bites Never Heal, was a space that I created out of necessity. A necessity for a space where I could feel seen, where I could feel heard, and I could connect with other people through shared experiences. And so now,
I mean, she's a wordsmith even when she's giving a speech, right? She's being an MC. What does she do? She establishes necessity. And then she looks at her own music, necessity relating to the Billboard Awards for women, and then relating that to her own necessity, relating that to her own message of female empowerment, of solidarity. And I love that that need, that outlet as an artist to create this space so that other women can listen and connect to it and have that power in solidarity. Man, I love it.
And I could connect with other people.
And listen, if you guys hear the noises, right? I got twin daughters running around out there right now. And I think about this, especially being within hip hop, being a rapper, because I'm well aware that there's still a lot of misogyny in hip hop. There's been a lot of misogynistic lyrics over the years. And the way that women are portrayed, especially in rap, right? It isn't the best. And I think about the example that I want to set for my daughters. And what path do I want them to walk? Right? And they're already making songs and they want to be involved in music. And I just feel like we need greater representation. And hell, do I even do enough with my platform? You know, because I love that Doechii's here. And I want to do more conscious female MCs like Doechii. We got Lil Sims. That's going to come as well. But please let me know. Comment down below. Any recommendations? I'm open. You know, I'm a fan of the Lauryn Hill days. I'm a fan of the Missy Elliott days. And I love to see a female MC kind of taking the torch from that route, from that lyricism and perspective and message. Let's go.
People through shared experiences. And so now, in 2025, lack of inclusion and sexism are unfortunately still an issue in this industry. And that's a problem. Which is why I'm grateful that we have Billboard Women in Music, right?
She's a great public speaker.
Is our motherfucking night to rightfully come together, to acknowledge each other, to support each other, and to celebrate. Hello?
Get it.
We are the creatives, we are the executives, and we are the innovators who are just as central to this industry as the men. Clock it.
Let's go.
And I want everybody to hear me clearly when I say that it is not a button, it is our brains. It is not a machine, it is our leadership. It is not a conspiracy, it is our vulnerability. And it is not an agenda, it's God.
I love that. But that's the response to me right here. Listen to the symbolism.
It is not a machine, it is our leadership. It is not a conspiracy, it is our vulnerability.
It's not a machine. It's not a button. It's not a conspiracy. What does all that relate to? The industry plan allegations, right? That are being leveraged against her to try to bring her back down. And how does she respond? It's our vulnerability. It's our leadership. She responds the way that she's been responding, through the purity of her art, through that artistic integrity, through that vulnerability. And she's just very casually, but in a very clever, tactical way, you know, just brushing aside these allegations, but not letting those allegations in this moment, by responding to that, take away from her speech and what she wants to do, trying to inspire others, trying to still instill and push forward this message of empowerment. But I love the way that she addresses that. It's not a button. There was no button that was pushed overnight and all of a sudden I got here. No, this is the mission I'm on. These are the ethics that I stand for. This is the message that I've stuck to the entire time. And that's why I'm here. You can try to take away from it. You can try to claim a conspiracy theory. But look where I am right now. I'm on this stage and I'm celebrating. I'm going to enjoy this moment soon.
It is not a conspiracy. It is our vulnerability. And it is not an agenda. It's God.
That too. That too. Give it to the Most High.
And while I may be the one front and center who's rapping and singing and performing, I am not doing this alone. There are brilliant, savvy women on my personal and label team standing alongside me. And so I want to shout them out by name. And I want y'all to hear me and hear them and see them. So shout out to Jada Love, DJ Miss Milan, Jody, Jessica, Danielle, Caroline, another Caroline, Juliet, Talia, Dee, Aaron, Ambrosia. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Lilia, Orla, Chase, Candace, Jenkins, Jen, Jennie, Savvy, Joey, Jessica.
That's a hit song right there.
I'm tired of women not getting the credit that they deserve. I'm gonna say their names first and last. Now, I stand here accepting this award on behalf of my female-led team and my fellow past and current Billboard Women in Music honorees and all the other talented, badass women who run the industry. Thank you so much!
I love that. I love that speech. And the thing is, too, don't just preach for change. Lead by example. Lead by your own team of powerful women that you're surrounded by, you know, and share that success. And I love that confidence, but also there's humility there within that speech. And you love to see it. And this makes me think also of a recent Tyler, the Creator interview that he did with Nardwuar talking about Doechii. Let's dive into that too.
So I chopped some Luke and the boys up, and
you got Doechii on there. Doechii.
Genius. Love her.
Who won a Grammy? Like you.
That girl's an alien. She's an alien.
How'd you discover Doechii?
I came across Doechii. So my YouTube recommended, and it was a Catfish record, or it was a Nissan Altima, whatever. It was like short, and I was like, oh, what is this? I was like, damn, this girl pretty as hell. Like, click this, and I clicked it. And I was like blown away, and I just kept going and kept going and kept going. I was like, oh my God. And then I DM'd her like, nigga, I'm gonna need you in a few months or whatever. And then we linked, and like, yeah, she's incredible.
I love that too, because again, no, he wasn't paid. Somebody didn't arrange this and set this up. This happened organically for Tyler, how he discovered Doechii. And then it was because he listened and he rocked with her music and her artistry that he reached out. The amazing artist that Tyler is.
You in a few months or whatever. And then we linked, and like, yeah, she's incredible.
Like, that's amazing. Like, a Grammy.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy that she did that, and she's in folks' face. And like, we have to just keep supporting artists who care about things. If you watch all her performances, it's like integrity with it. And like everything else, every time she step out, you see true care and love. And like, we gotta keep pushing that shit so we just balance out with like the fast bullshit, which I also love, with shit like this. Like, yeah.
I think that's what it is, right? Him commenting on performing with Doechii and that integrity. And for me, one of the key words that I feel like is happening and that I see a shift in is a return to authenticity. The authenticity of the art. You know, we live in a world of AI and increasing technology. And you talk about the future of the music industry, and you talk about what AI can replicate, what technology can replicate. But I do think that there is a certain soul to true art and a certain timelessness that doesn't capitalize on profits, that doesn't capitalize on what's trending. It's more about creating and having that self-awareness and that vulnerability and that purity of expression that no matter when you release it, if somebody hears it a decade from now, 20 years from now, they'll still connect with it on an emotional level, on a soulful level. And I feel like that's what we're getting lately from the Kendricks of the world, from the Tylers of the world, and especially from the Doechiis of the world. And it's amazing to see. So those of you who saying that Doechii is an industry plant, keep dreaming. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content, do me a huge favor. Support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. It really does go a long way. Also, come join the Patreon if you like the content that I put out. We got more content, more stuff on there. It's a great community, great way to support this channel. I'm 100% independent. It's hard to monetize. A lot of videos that I do, I'm always in a battle with the labels. So if you truly want to support, come join the Patreon. I'll put all links down there. All right, everyone. Stay safe, stay positive. Take care of these. Take care of these. I'll catch you again.
Sit down, sit down. I'm like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like,